Today I'm going to talk to you about how we helped several different sellers get top dollar for their property and put money in their pocket as they bought a property for an investment on Siesta Key, and they were able to walk away with a great profit. Today I'm going to talk to you about a condo that we sold recently on Siesta Key, and this was a property in Vista Hermosa. So we sold this condo. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo in the beautiful Vista Hermosa on Siesta Key. So it is south of Stickney Point, and this was just a short walk to the beach. They had great amenities like a private clubhouse and a swimming pool and shuffleboard. But this was amazing because we sold this condo for $515,000, and the sellers that hired us had bought that just a year prior, and they had bought that for $340,000. So they made a gross profit of $175,000. So we were super excited for them. So when you think about buying condos and you're buying it or an investment property, it's really how you buy it and how you sell it. And they say you can't time the market. But when it is a seller's market, of course, it's a great opportunity to sell. And when it's a buyer's market, it's a great time to buy. So just keep those things in mind. And when you have the opportunity, you have a window of opportunity and you really want to take advantage of it. So we're super excited. This was a fantastic couple that we worked with. They were so easy to work with. And we sold that property turnkey furnished. It was an updated unit. And that was really the window the past 12 months in this condo complex on Siesta Key was just such a window of opportunity to sell. We sold another property inside Vista Hermosa, and that was 163 Vista Hermosa, which was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath villa. So this property they actually bought in March of 2021 through us for $380,000, and we sold that in July of 2022 for $585,000. So they actually made a gross profit of $205,000. Of course, there's going to be their expenses for closing and buying and taxes and all of that, but they put a nice chunk of change in their pocket. They were able to utilize the condo for themselves. They also rented it out. One of the reasons this complex was so great, it was allowed a 2-week minimum rental. So if you're thinking about buying an investment property and you are going to rent that property out, the shorter the term, the more opportunities you have to get more rentals in there. If it's a 1-month minimum, it might be a little harder to get renters in there for a 1 month. And that's not to say they can't go use it for 2 weeks and you do a 1-month rental, but then you can't have anybody else come for the next 2 weeks back to back. So as you know, our real estate market has changed quite a bit in the past 24 months. It's been very extraordinary, extremely unusual, but it is still a seller's market because we still have about a 3 to 3.5 months supply until we get to 6 months. That's when it becomes a normal market. So there's still a huge advantage for sellers to sell right now and to get a great price for their condo or single family home or investment property. So I analyzed the Siesta Key condo market and villas for the past 3 months. And I've really found the results of that pretty interesting. So properties, of course, were taking a little bit longer to sell than they had a year ago. But there currently are 87 active condos and villas on Siesta Key. So we have a lot more inventory than we did a year ago. The nice thing for buyers is there's lots of options. And there's still quite a bit selling in the million plus range. So those waterfront condos are really selling well. And then also the ones in the price points under 800 are selling quite well as well. We had 17 go under contract in the past 30 days. And so I averaged out the past 30 months of sales for condos and villas on Siesta Key. And for condos and villas, the supply is closer to a 5-month supply. Keep in mind, we had that hurricane in October. So October, November, December, those months slowed down a little bit because of the effects of the hurricane. And then August and September are typically slow months, especially for vacation properties, because those aren't our peak seasons for travel. So we're coming into our peak season for snowbirds, as we call it. And the reason they call them snowbirds is because they literally are flying south for the winter, just like the birds do, to get away from their Midwest or Canada winters and to enjoy sunny Sarasota. So that's when we sell quite a bit of second homes, vacation properties, investment properties, because our population almost doubles. And you'll see, you know, the traffic will change a little bit during that time. But that's when people will be down here looking at property to buy. So January, February, March are peak months for sellers to put their house on the market or their condo on the market and get the most opportunities from a buyer pool. So that pool of buyers is coming from all over the place, and they're also going to see your property online. And one tip I have for any property going active is to please make sure your agent is hiring a photographer and only doing professional photography. When I see $1 million property or a $400,000 property, and I can tell they're cell phone photos and some of the lights aren't turned on in the property, or they're vertical pictures when they should be horizontal, it makes me cringe. So if anything, make sure your agent is experienced, make sure they're hiring a professional photographer, because you only have one chance to make a first impression. So you don't want to have your photography done like you're living in the house. You want to have it definitely staged. That can be light staging, but you want to make sure the beds are made, the lights are on, the toilet seats are down. I usually do not advise to photograph closets unless it's extremely organized, and I put those as the very last picture, but it would have to be a big closet to make it look good. But really you want to have your best pictures in your listing, and we're allowed quite a few in our MLS now, but I would say for any listing, we want to have a minimum of 35 to 50 photos in there. So you just want to make sure you're hiring an agent that's going to spend the money to make sure everything looks professional and shows your property in the very best light. I pride myself on negotiation skills and carrying out a plan wrapped to go with what your needs are. So for instance, if you need to sell your property, but you're also going to buy a property, we can time that right so you have a same day closing. So there's not a gap in the middle where you have to figure out, what do I do with my stuff and where do I sleep? We can make it a simultaneous same day close so you don't have that gap in where you're going to sleep at night. So if you have any questions about real estate, or you want just to ask us questions about our market or different neighborhoods and talk about what your needs are, we at the Tanner Group would love to serve you. We have a great team. We now have 5 agents on the team. We have 3 full-time assistants. So we would love to serve you in the Greater Sarasota, Manatee County. I've been in the business for 17 years. I am a second-generation real estate agent. Almost every single person in my family is a realtor. So if you have any real estate questions, I'm happy to discuss real estate with you. And for more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching this video today. We're super excited to be able to help you with any investment property and to sell for top dollar. We love what we do, and we would love to talk real estate with you today.
For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to get a hold of me, please give me a call, send me a text or an email, and I'm happy to reach out to you to assist you with all your real estate dreams.